been a while since I've been around. Had a few internet problems. Just clearing the throat there, as you can see. So, have been off air, but back on now on a totally new YouTube format. Still working on my German. Now, you're going to have to forgive me for this one because, again, pronunciation may not be that good, but we're going to start with this German phrase once again, where I learn practically everything, although I'm told by my old German teacher that this is not a very good place to learn German. But this is from Google Translate, and it says, and I'll try and practice it afterwards. Just listen.
Schwarzes Dreieck.
Schwarzes Dreieck. Let's try again.
Schwarzes Dreieck.
Schwarzes Dreieck. One final time for luck, because I like doing things in threes. I'll say it first this time. Schwarzes Dreieck.
Schwarzes Dreieck.
Ah, I think that's quite good. Now, if I can still remember that in 24 hours, that means that the Alzheimer's hasn't quite set in. Notice the change in appearance, though, yep. I have been shorn for the winter, a bit like Shaun the Sheep, but not quite so good. Right, here is why I'm talking about black triangles. Schwarzes Dreieck. Here it is. I think, now I'm trying to get the light on this so you can see it a bit better. Yeah, it's glinting off my screen a bit, but I think you'll be able to get it there. Yeah, Wörtlos Esses, Wörtlos Esse, and Schwarzes Dreieck. Yeah, we have the black triangle. Yep. Black triangle. If you have a chance to go on dear old Google, please get Googling. The black triangle is a group that still exists for those of us who are disabled. You can Google them. And by disabled, anything from mental illness to physical illness, black triangle. It was something that was turned into, I won't do this particularly well, but it was turned into an armband. Yep. Imagine me now making an armband, probably by candlelight under the Tories. Yep. And we probably, once the triangle is made, that might be upside down, but obviously once the triangle's made, once we have the black triangle, we will all have to wear the black triangle. It will point us out to people, just like the Star of David, the yellow star, pointed out the Jews. Very soon, get it the right way up, very soon the Tories will have all of us sick and disabled people wearing the black triangle. That will make us easy targets in the street. I mean, we're still fairly good targets in the street, especially those who are obviously physically disabled. My disability is mainly mental, but also partly physical as well. Yep, but it's mainly mental. But those of us who are physically disabled have already seen a massive rise in hate crime against disabled people. Through the roof. Yep, absolutely through the roof. Why? Well, of course, we're the useful scapegoats, aren't we? I mean, they've even been on about disabled people at work slowing production down. Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny, isn't it? Yeah. You got sort of Tony in his bloody wheelchair or whatever. Come on, work harder, work harder. Whiz those wheels round faster. Whiz them round faster. Lash, you disabled person. Lash, I want more production out of you, plebeian creature. That's, you know, even when disabled people are being paid to work. No, don't worry. Very soon, once we're all labelled with our black triangles, we'll be working for probably just DWP gruel, and we'll be sent to the, dare I use the word? The camp at night, yeah? And when we get sent to the lager, Nacht is night, the lager at night, yeah? Then we'll be locked up until the next morning, and another roll call will come, and we'll all put our black back our disabled triangle armbands on again. We'll all be counted out again, and then we'll all be taken to a special place where disabled people are sent to work. Yeah? You think I'm joking, don't you? You think it's funny, don't you? The humour's a way of dealing with it. Let me tell you something true. Actually, personal situation. I appealed against a decision to try and recover an alleged overpayment of £4,000 from us in July. I put in what was called a mandatory reconsideration in July. I heard nothing until finally this month, and earlier this month, I get a letter saying that they're going to recover money anyway. Even though there's no end, no conclusion to the mandatory reconsideration. I spoke to several people at Basildon Benefits Centre whom I'd already sent communications to saying I'm putting this through mandatory reconsideration. Spoke to several of them. The final one, I'll even give you her name, because like most Department of Workfare and Punishment officials, she wouldn't give her full name. But she's called Zoe. Hi Zoe! Hi! Basildon Benefit Centre Zoe! Hi! You know, Zoe, you said that you'd make sure they didn't take that deduction because you now, after July, how many months ago was it, Zoe, in July? How many months? I'm not very good at maths, but work it out. Yep. Since July, you did say that you would forward on that now for mandatory reconsideration. Well, you're going to hear from me, or one of your functionaries is going to hear from me, on behalf of my wife, whom you now say it's okay. You've even got the letter on behalf, giving me authority to speak for my wife, that you got in, when was it, Zoe? July! Yeah! Well done! You've got an awful lot of post at Basildon Benefit Centre, haven't you? Takes so long to get through it, it's from July! So, please bear in mind that I'm going to be phoning you lot on Monday. It's going to be fun. Yep. Every time I phone you, I'm going to get bum 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 bum. I bet they want people to actually shoot themselves while listening to Vivaldi. I'm talking to Vivaldi. See, a bit of mental illness, perhaps. No, do you? Never know. No. Yep. So, my point is this. Yeah, that will then, of course, go straight to tribunal. But that's how they're treating people. My wife, just to bring the situation up to date a little bit, is still being treated for mental illness that she'd had since her late teens. She'll be 50 next year. I'll be 60. Yeah, she's still being treated for the illness. Currently, she is going through a major relapse in her bipolar depression. I make no secret about that. It's a major relapse. Yep. It wouldn't be too much to say that I think that if she were to deal with any of this herself, even though they keep putting her name on the letters, yeah, they do it anyway, yeah, it wouldn't be too much to say that suicide might be just around the corner. Suicide just around the corner. Not good enough for the Department of Workfare and Punishment. Not good enough for our Tory government. They don't want suicide just around the corner. It's too far away. German for corner, by the way, is Ecke. Ecke. They don't want suicide just around the corner. They want it around the neck. Now, hang them, or if you can't hang them, get them to hang themselves. Oh, Bob Cratchit, I'll hang him. Well, I didn't hang him, Bob Cratchit. He hung himself because he hadn't got any money over Christmas. And he froze to death. But before he froze to death, he got a rope and hung himself. Tories love it, don't they? Yeah. The economic murder, I mean murder, I don't mean they kind of all just went away and died and, oh, it wasn't the Tories' fault, and starving them and sanctioning them and making them turn up for work capability interviews when they are terminally ill with cancer. No, I don't mean that. I mean they actually led directly to these people taking their own lives. They will not lead to my wife taking hers. Because if they do, and I say this quite publicly, they better damn well watch out, because they'll deal with me. Don't lead to that. If you have to deal with me from the Department of Workfare and Punishment, you better be damn well ready, because I will get you so that you never work again. I'll destroy your careers. I'll destroy anyone who does that personally. I will destroy their careers. I will destroy them. Be careful. Anyway, look, rant over. Yep. Rant over. It had to be said. I'm sure it applies to many of us. Monday, I'm back on to the Department of Workfare and Punishment. I even call them on the phone now, the Department of Workfare and Punishment, when they finally speak to me after I go, oh, and what's your name? Always, 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 always. I've got a list of names, by the way. There, I'm not going to show you all of it, but there are some of them. There's my list of names. Yep. And it's great, you know. I haven't yet had a patronising one. I want to get a patronising one, because I'm going to destroy them. Yeah? I will absolutely bloody destroy them. Yeah? But that's where we're living. We're living in a society that is committing, well, the government are committing, economic murder. They've had 120,000 of us, according to the, I think it was the British Medical Journal, the old BMJ, the BMJ. Well, according to the BMJ, they've had about 120k. Don't want to add to that figure, do we, people? Well, that's me over, okay? Over and out. Please share it widely, and I hope you like the new appearance, and a bit of the video format. Now, I hope to God this uploads. Last time it wouldn't. So, from here to eternity. Oh, by the way, my favourite quote. Never send to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. John Donne.